Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's lovely to be together again, isn't it, after a few years, a couple of years when life sort of changed. But what happened? We lost something, didn't we? We lost something valuable. Time. Time with each other. Time with our friends and families. And time for nights like this. Where has the time all gone to? Haven't done half the things we want to. Oh well, we'll catch up some other time. Tonight is just a token. Too many words are still unspoken. Oh well, we'll catch up some other time. Now that the fun is starting, soon it's time for parting. But let's be glad for what we've had and what's to come. There's much more still embracing, still to be done, but time is racing. Oh well, we'll catch up some other time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're going to have an evening of old-fashioned romance. Is that all right? Yeah, good. But I should tell you that this show is being filmed, so if you are here with someone you wouldn't like to be seen with publicly, if you don't want to be seen publicly with that person, I mean, it might just be your husband, if you don't want to see with that person publicly, now would be a good time to leave. I've tried to get a replacement, but you know, he's the best pianist I could get in his price range, which is low. So, love, loss, and dating. Most of us in this hall tonight will have loved someone and lost someone they love, probably, and probably been on a date, even if it was long ago. But I lost my wife Sally about 3 or 4 years ago. Jeremy lost his partner Christine a little bit before that. So what we've chosen for you tonight is some songs about love and loss and dating, and we hope you like them. We like them because of the lyrics, which are quite poetic at times, and I'll try and sing them so that you can hear the lyrics, and the rhythms, and the melodies. And the next one is about loss. It's about when you miss someone badly, and this is a song about when someone misses them. It's called I Thought About You. I took a trip on a train and I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, the winding stream. moon shining down on some little town, and with each beat the same old dream. And every stop that we made, oh, I thought about you. When I pulled down the shade, oh, I really felt blue. I peeped through a crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. Take it away. I took a trip on a train and I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream, moon shining down on some little town, and with each beat the same old dream. And every stop that we made, I thought about you. And when I pulled down the shade, oh, I really felt blue. I peeped through a crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? Yeah, what did I do? Oh, what did I do? I thought about you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, when Sally died, of course, my wife, it left a big gap. And I got some advice from a friend. He said, try and do something new. You know, don't hang about. Try and learn something new. I mean, it could be anything. It could be golf or Spanish or chess. But my dear friends here, Jeremy and Nick, said, well, why don't you do something to do with jazz? Because I've always liked jazz. But what they didn't realize is that I can't play an instrument. I have the opposite of dexterity. What is it, Jeremy? Ambidextrous. I'm ambidextrous. And you wouldn't want to hear an instrument that I played. But they said, well, you've got an instrument, your voice. So I went, I thought I'll take some lessons. So I went to a lady in Easter Road who was actually Ukrainian, and she liked this sort of music. So I took about once a week for about 5 or 6 months before the Fringe. I don't know how that's worked. I mean, you'll be the judge of that. I think I'm semi-trained, but semi-wild at times too. So it certainly was a new project for all of us, and we did our first show in the Fringe. Now, one of the other things that when your partner dies, of course, there's a big gap at home, obviously, but also you can't do the things together that you used to go out to do. And I'd forgotten about that. A new kind of loneliness. And this song tells about that sort of new loneliness. It's called Don't Get Around Much Anymore. Missed the Saturday dance, heard they crowded the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. But darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. But nevertheless, why stir up memories? Been invited on dates. Could have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Yeah. Whoa. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. But nevertheless, why stir up memories? Been invited on dates. Could have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Well, as you see, I do get around much now. A sad song now. Of course, it's heartbreaking when you lose your wife, but life goes on, and you know, it's the kind of chores that keep you going. You still got to eat and go to the supermarket and do the laundry and the washing up. And we think this next song captures that perfectly. It's in the form of a letter, in a way, a letter from a wife to her husband who's gone away, possibly to war, because the song was performed in the 1940s. That's 80 years ago. And she tells of she hasn't got much to say to, honestly, in her letter. There's not much has happened to her. It's just the sort of tedious things that happen to us all on an average day that we have to do. And we find it poignant, and we hope you like it. P.S. I love you. What is there to write? What is there to say? Same things happen every day. Not a thing to write, not a thing to say. So I'll take my pen in hand and start the same old way. Dear, I thought I'd drop a line. The weather's cool, the folks are fine. I'm in bed each night at 9. P.S. I love you. Yesterday we had some rain, but all in all I can't complain. Was it dusty on the train? P.S. I love you. Write to the Browns just as soon as you're able. They came around to call, and I burned a hole in the dining room table. Now let me see, I guess that's all. Nothing else for me to say, and so I'll close. But by the way, everybody's thinking of you. P.S. I love you. I'll do my best to obey all your wishes. I put a sign up, think, and I gotta buy us a new set of dishes, or wash the ones that are piled in the sink. Nothing else to tell you, dear, except each day feels like a year. Every night I'm dreaming of you. P.S. I love you. Thank you. That's a poignant song, isn't it? It's sad, but it's all there, that feeling. And while we're on loss, here's another lovely song, which you might know. Those of you who like jazz, made famous by a jazz trumpeter called Chet Baker, who unfortunately died very young. And it's called There Will Never Be Another You. There will be many other nights like this, when I'll be standing here with someone new. There will be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. There will be other lips that I may kiss, but they won't thrill me like yours used to do. Yes, I may dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never ever be another you? nights like this, when I'll be standing here with someone new. There will be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. There will be other lips that I may kiss, but they won't thrill me like yours used to do. Yes, I may dream a million dreams, but none come true, 'cause there will never ever be another you. Thank you. Well, will there be another you? Sometimes there is. Some people don't want another you. Some do. So it can go either way. And of course, nowadays things have changed. When I was young, people used to meet at the factory or the office or the party or a wedding or holiday. Do you remember what it used to be called? Do you remember the word courting? He doesn't, he's too young. Remember the word courting? You do? Yeah, because nobody says that anymore. It's all dating. And it's a different ball game, I can tell you. I will tell you in a minute. But in this story, there's a famous jazz singer and pianist called Fats Waller. I don't know if many of you have heard of Fats Waller? Yeah. He wrote some lovely, cheerful songs, and he would vary his voice between high and low. And he tells a story of how he met a lady on a plane. Now, this was in the 1920s, and the airplanes then had one aisle and one seat either side of the aisle, so you could catch the eye of the person in the other aisle. It's a bit different, isn't it, on Ryanair? What you try and do is fight them to get your stuff on the overhead luggage. So there's not much romance on Ryanair. But well, this lady's had some, yeah. Did you meet someone on Ryanair? You did? That's wonderful. I'm going to have to change this script. Well, you were lucky. This song, he was traveling about, he was quite famous, he died quite young too, but he met a lady on a plane, and the song is called A Cabin in the Sky. In a cabin high in the sky, it was the cabin of a passenger plane, and I was dreaming of a castle in Spain when I laid eyes on you. In the cabin high in the sky, the day was cloudy, there was rain in the air, and as you sat there in the opposite chair, your sunny smile came through. There was an invitation in the look you gave me. I couldn't very well refuse. And in the moment that it took you to enslave me, I had everything to gain and nothing to lose. In the cabin high in the sky, 'twas like a dreamland in the heavenly glow, I saw an angel and I let myself go. I fell in love with you. Yeah. Yeah, there was an invitation, and look you gave me. I couldn't very well refuse. And in the moment that it took you to enslave me, I had everything to gain and nothing to lose. In the cabin, high in the sky, 'twas like a dreamland in the heavenly glow. I saw an angel and I let myself go. I fell in love with you. Thank you. Was Ryanair like that or not? No. It was. Oh. you should be up here, I think. Well, we get on, I suppose, to dating. You won't believe this, but I got onto the scene by accident. I won't tell you the full story. I've told it before, but I found myself having messages, and as you've already heard, I have the opposite of dexterity, so I can't type. And do you know that's one of the important skills for online dating? You have to, at the beginning, you have to type something, don't you? A text or anything, or WhatsApp. And I can't. I get it all wrong. But Jeremy said, "Don't worry, Malcolm. Spell checker puts it right." No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I had a number of examples of that, but I'll tell you one. A lady who I had been out with from London, actually, we hadn't taken any further. And it was the second night of our show at the Fringe, and she sent me a text. And it said, "Malcolm, I've heard about your show. Can I come?" Well, I was flattered that she wanted to. So I texted back in a bit of a hurry, I must admit, "Yes, do come. I'll give you a ticket." Well, I got a reply within about 2 minutes, and it had only 2 words in this reply. And the reply said, "Maybe afterwards." "Do come, I'll give you a ticket." She says, "Maybe afterwards." Well, we men some have difficulty in understanding the ladies, and probably vice versa. But I didn't know what that meant. "Do come, I'll give you a ticket, maybe afterwards." I thought I'd better check what I sent. I had not sent, "Do come, I'll give you a ticket." Spell checker. I had sent, "Do come, I'll give you a tickle." Unfortunately, there wasn't much time after. It was a quick tickle, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's the trouble you can get into, and that's not the only one. But you get to know someone, say, online. But if you want to take it further, then there comes a time when you're going to have to meet if you want to take it further. And that, of course, means meeting in person. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I see people in restaurants and cafes, couples, and they're not actually talking to each other at all. And their whole families not talking to each other, just playing with their phones. But there's a very old-fashioned technique which they seem to have forgotten about. I mean, you'll all remember it, but I think some of the young people have forgotten this very effective technique. It's called conversation. And this next song was written only last year. So we're singing songs that some that are 80 years old, and this one is only last year. And it's called The Art of Conversation. A simple statement made, a thoughtful commentary is all that is required to establish a rapport. A clever turn of phrase from your vocabulary, a genuine desire to know a little more. No matter what you say or your preoccupation, you can practice every day the art of conversation. The art of conversation. The zing, the buzz, the zap, rush of validation. Remember, it's a trap to try and draw you in. So to cut through all the noise, to sift through all the static, put away the toys, just settle and begin. No matter what your age or your affiliation, let yourself engage, whoa, in the art of conversation. In the art of conversation. Excuse me while I take this call. Pardon me, my darling sweet. Just a sec while I respond to this last outrageous tweet. But anything you say in any generation, it happens every day. The art of conversation. The art of conversation. The art of conversation. I'm gonna try it. Dinner after the show, would that be all right? Yeah. Oh, I love your earrings. Oh, they are beautiful, yeah. This might work on a young lady. Would you like to be in my will? The art of conversation. Well, still on kind of dating. Have you ever heard people say there's a good chemistry between a couple? Anyone? Often you see that in films. They say this couple have a good chemistry, don't they? Well, I was a research scientist, a chemist, years ago, and I can tell you that we do not understand the chemistry of love, nor the chemistry of loss, nor the chemistry of dating. But I have a new approach, and I'm going to tell a bit of background. I'll tell you what happened. Back in April, this watch, which is an Apple Watch, told me that my heart rate was too low. It was down at 39 beats per minute. And apparently that's too low. I felt fine. It's too low. So I contacted my cardiologist, and he said, yes, that's too low. You need a pacemaker. So I had a pacemaker in May, and everything went smoothly. And when you come round from the procedure, a guy comes over and says to you, it's all working, very, very high tech. It's got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, everything, it's all brilliant. He said, we now need to set the minimum pulse rate and the maximum. He said, what do you want for the minimum? I thought, well, I don't know. Something above 0, I suppose. He said, oh yeah, don't be silly. 50, we'll put it 50 minimum and 100 maximum. We'll try that because we can change it with Bluetooth. So that was fine. I got home and I thought, wow, now I have something sitting right over my heart, which is monitoring everything that goes on in my heart. And we seem to think that emotions and love and everything come from the heart, don't we? We seem to send pictures of hearts to each other at Valentine's and so on. So I thought, well, this could be very helpful because if I was on a date and I met someone and I was at 51, not that good, is it? But if I was at 100, promising, isn't it? But there's a flaw in my plan because it takes two, doesn't it? You have to know what's going on in the other heart. So if I go dating again, I'm not allowed to at the moment. Hillary, my new partner, doesn't think I should. I said it was just to research this show, but she was still against it. But if I do, my advert will go something like this. Older gentleman would like to meet attractive lady with a good sense of humor, fitted with a pacemaker. Now, can you see my little plan? We meet online. All the ladies I meet will have pacemakers, because that's a condition. If we get on well, I invite the lady I get on well with to drinks and dinner. And, well, we get there. We don't have to say anything, do we? We sit down and see what's happening. No conversation needed, you see. It's cheaper, quicker, more economical. So if we're both at 53 or something, what do you think? I mean, skip dinner, I suppose. But if we're both at 99, skip dinner too. Yeah. But I'm afraid that isn't what happened. Jeremy met Nikki online and discovered that they live only 200 yards apart in Portobello, where they live by the seaside. And I met Hillary by a more complicated route, and it turns out that she is American, but lives in Paris, where I happened to be going at the time. So our life is a bit more complicated, and we are a bit nomadic. But, she loves to come to Edinburgh, and who doesn't love Paris? Cue for a song. I never knew the charm of spring, never met it face to face. I never knew my heart could sing, never missed a warm embrace, till April in Paris, chestnuts in blossom, holiday tables under the trees. April in Paris, this is a feeling no one can ever reprieve. I never knew the charm of spring, never met it face to face. I never knew my heart could sing, never missed a warm embrace, till April in Paris. Who can I run to? What have you done to my heart? April in Paris, chestnuts in blossom, holiday tables under the tree. April in Paris, this is a feeling no one can ever reprieve. I never knew the charm of spring, never met it face to face. I never knew my heart could sing, never missed a warm embrace, till April in Paris. Who can I turn to? What have you done to my heart? Thank you. Well, that note reprise, it's a bit high. Did I make it? No. You see, I can get up there usually, but sometimes when I get up there, I forgot what I came for. But yeah, that's a high note for me on that word reprise. I hope you didn't notice. Nick did, obviously. Yeah. So we both met new partners, as you know. I mentioned Hilary and Nikki, and I don't honestly know, ladies and gentlemen. Both Jeremy and I were bereaved rather than divorced, so I don't know if you ladies might know. Is it harder to take up with a man who's been bereaved or a man who's divorced? I don't really know. But what I do know is they both did it wonderfully well. And this next song is dedicated to Hilary and Nikki. And it's because they showed us the way. Oh yeah, this is by Fat Swaller. We're celebrating Fat Swaller a bit tonight, and his high voice and his low voice. showed me the way when I was someone in distress, a heart in search of happiness. You showed me the way. My skies were so grey, I couldn't dream a dream until I couldn't feel a thrill until you showed me the way. The moment you found me, the shadows around me just disappeared from view. The world became rosy, each corner so cozy, darling, just because of you. You showed me the way. And if I've learned that love can be a paradise for you and me, here's all I can say, baby, you showed me the way. The moment you found me, the moment you found me, I disappeared from view. The world became rosy, each corner so cozy, darling, just because of you. You showed me the way. And if I've learned that love can be a paradise for you and me, here's all I can say, baby, you showed me the way. Yeah. Thank you for you showed me the way. Well, as I said, I met Hilary. She's American, lives in France. She's a little bit younger than me, but not very much. But this is a song about, you probably know this one. You Make Me Feel So Young. I bet you know that one. There's a bit of dilemma for me, though. I mean, if she makes me feel young, do I make her feel old? She hasn't said so, but, maybe she's not saying. But this is a lovely song. You Make Me Feel So Young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I want to go and play hide and seek. I want to go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I, we're just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful bow to be bung. And even when I'm old and grey, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you are making me feel so young. So young, you make me feel so spring has sprung, and every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I want to go and play hide and seek. I want to go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I, we're just like a couple of tops running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and grey, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so, you make me feel so, you make me feel so young. Yes. Well, he makes me feel young too, because he's a bit younger than me. Well, now we come to part of our story where, well, at least in my case, Hilary and I got together. We had met, but only once in Paris. I was over there, I met her. And then a few weeks later, we got the rumors about lockdown going to happen, and she phoned me and said, Malcolm, France is going to lock down in 2 days, and so is Britain. Shall I come? I'll give you a tickle. I didn't say that. I didn't know her well enough. So I said, yes, do come, and she came. And I put the phone down, and I thought, I don't know much about her. I don't even know what she likes for breakfast. But she hasn't murdered me, which is good. I mean, it's quite tough, actually, getting to know each other in lockdown, because you couldn't do the normal things. You couldn't go out to the restaurant or a cafe or anything. We were stuck eyeball to eyeball. It could have gone badly wrong, because she couldn't have escaped either. And I thought, well, we've all got habits, haven't we? Apparently, all of us have good habits and bad habits. I know I do, but I prefer my bad habits to my good ones, which is perhaps a bit unusual. But, of course, she had her habits too. You can't reach our age without having habits. But as I say, we learned to get used to each other's habits. And here's a song about that. You're getting to be a habit with me. Every kiss, every hug seems to act just like a drug. You're getting to be a habit with me. Let me stay in your arms, I'm addicted to your charms. You're getting to be a habit with me. I used to think your love was something that I could take or leave alone. But now I couldn't do without my supply. I need you for my own, oh. I can't break away, I must have you every day, as regularly as coffee or tea. You got me in your clutches and I can't get free. You're getting to be a habit with me. You're getting to be a habit with me. Take it away. Yeah. Every kiss, every hug seems to act just like a drug. You're getting to be a habit with me. Let me stay in your arms, I'm addicted to your charms. You're getting to be a habit with me. I used to think your love was something that I could take or leave alone. But now I couldn't do without my supply. I need you for my own. Oh, can't get away, I must have you every day, as regularly as coffee or tea. You got me in your clutches and I can't get free. You're going to be a habit with me. You're going to be a habit with me. You're getting to be a habit with me. Thank you. There's a period, though, I suppose, when you have your first argument, isn't there? Probably quite normal to do that. And do you know what the most common argument, I read this the other day, the most common argument between couples is in Britain? Anyone know? I'll tell you where it takes place, in the kitchen. It's about how to stack the dishwasher. Apparently. Hilary and I had this argument. I lost. She stacks it. I was glad I lost. But this song, another Fat Swallow actually, he's obviously been kicked out of the marital bed. He's done something wrong. But now he's back in favour. It's called I Got a New Lease on Love. I got a new lease on love, and the future sure looks fine. I'm signing on the dotted line. I got a new lease on love, and the future sure fine. I'm signing on the dotted line. And I thought it had ended when we said we were through, as if it depended on something I say or do. I got a new lease on love from that old gal of mine. I'm moving into her arms again, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a new lease on love from that old gal of mine. I'm moving into her arms again. I got a new lease on love, and the future sure looks fine. I'm signing on the dotted line, 'cause I thought it had ended when we said we were through, as if it depended on something I say or something I do. I got a new lease on love from that old gal of mine. I'm moving into her arms again. I'm moving into her arms again. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo, ba-ba. We've all been through that, I think. Coming towards the end of our show now. It's been about romance, hasn't it? Old-fashioned romance, really. Do you think you can be too old for romance?
You are.
Yes, I'm trying to replace him, but he's the best in his price range, which is... well, see, I'm not too old, because I'm now bionic. As you know, I've got a pacemaker, got a pacemaker. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit. I shouldn't really tell you, but it's a bit intimate. This pacemaker, as I told you, very, very high tech. It's got everything you need, like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and everything. And I told you they set it up. But I've got a feeling it's not quite right. It's not set up quite right. And I'll tell you why. Every time I kiss Hillary, every time I kiss her, the garage door opens. And I don't have a garage, it's next door. So, do you think that's right? No, it's not right, is it? No. I'm going to go back. I'm going to complain. Well, this song is looking back over your life, or anyone's life, I suppose. But Frank Sinatra made it quite famous. You may know it. It's called "It Was a Very Good Year." Do you know that one? Yeah, okay. When I was 17, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for small town girls and soft summer nights. We'd hide from the lights on the village green when I was 17. When I was 21, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for city girls who lived up the stair. with all their perfumed hair, and it came undone. Oh, stop it. And it came undone when I was 21. When I was 35, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for blue-blooded girls of independent means. We'd ride in limousine, their chauffeurs would drive when I was 35. Now the days are short, I'm in the autumn of my years, and I think of myself as vintage wine from fine old dregs, from the brim to the dregs, and it pours sweet and clear. It is a very good year. I'd like to say a few thank yous now. First of all, to our lighting and sound engineers, Sandy and Phil. They have made me sound better and look better than I actually am, so I owe them a duty. And then to the ladies, I know there are perhaps more than two, but Barbara, who's chairman of the Neill's Garden Trust, Barbara and Anne made this beautiful room. Yes, they decorated this room to look like a place where you could have a cabaret, which is exactly what we wanted. And of course, what can I say? Jeremy Thorpe, our pianist and musical director. Jeremy. And our wonderful guitarist, Nick Gent. I mean, without these musicians and the other staff, this would have just been a monologue. So the songs and the music bring the story to life. So we'll do a song that we can all sing, and there's only one word in it really: doo-ah, doo-ah. If you can remember that, and you might know this song. It's by Duke Ellington. What good is melody? What good is music if it ain't possessing something sweet? No, it ain't the melody, and it ain't the music. There's something else that makes a song complete. Whoa, it don't mean a thing if if it ain't got that swing. Do-I, 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 do-I. It don't mean a thing, all you gotta do is sing. Do-I, 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 do-I. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just give that rhythm everything you've got. Oh, don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-I, 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 do-I. Do-I, 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 do-I. Do-I, 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 do-I. That's all we know. Well, we do know one because we found out that Barbara's got a favourite song. And I think we practiced it last night. Is that right, Barbara? Is it I'll Be Seeing You? Does everyone know that one? No. No. No, I don't either. Okay. I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay, and I'll be seeing you in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll see you in the summer sun, and when the night is through, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park, across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll see you in the morning sun, and when the night is through, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.